Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time it is in your country or state, whatever it is. But right now it's actually night here. It's already 12 a.m. of the next day. So I've been trying to record this dream that I had for a couple of days already since it actually happened, which was May 29th. We're already in June, what, 4th? Because it's June 4th, because it's 12. Um, so I've been getting interrupted. The video hasn't been uploading because I was actually trying to upload it to my TikTok page, which is my personal page. I do my dreams there too. So I guess I'm just going to do it here and do everything because I've tried it so many times my phone dies. My daughters don't let me. I'm really really tired because I'm super packed with all my business work, and then the phone just died, the one I was recording with, so I had to, and then the storage died too. Like there's always something that it's not letting me get this stream out there. So I said, no, not today. Today I'm gonna stay up. Today I'm gonna charge the phone. Today I'm gonna delete the thing so that I'm able to record it. So anyway, let's get started. This stream is a lot different than the ones I've actually had because the scenery was in water, like in an actual boat, and I personally don't like boats because the experience I've had, I've ended up throwing up. I vomit because I get really nauseous in the ocean. So okay, so it actually happened at 3:58 a.m. I woke up and started writing the stream, but at 3:38 I woke up to go to the restroom, drink some water. I did some things, and then I went back to bed, and I woke up at 3:58, and I already had that dream in between those 20 minutes. So, this dream, there was three boats. Well, and at the beginning it was only one boat because I didn't see the rest until the end. Um, so the whole scene, or like the whole playing of the scene, we were getting prepared for Jesus' second coming. So it was my husband, myself, my mom came out in the end of the dream, and my baby. But I'm gonna tell you guys, my husband usually never comes out in my dreams. He's always like, he's mentioned, but he's not in the actual dream. So in this one, he was actually there, and he was the one like, hey, we gotta get ready, hey, this and this. So he was like the one moving everything around. So he comes and he's like, hey, we gotta prepare. So we started preparing because Jesus was coming, and we had to do it by a certain time, and that certain time was 12. I don't know if it was AM or PM, but it had to be 12. So it's like we already did all the steps and he's not here. So we saw, like, I guess we said to ourselves the last step is to jump off of the deck of the boat because I that's what a person mentioned to us. So we did. We were in a room, and from that room we jumped off to like the bottom deck of the boat. So we did, and we're like, okay, we're already all prepared, so if he comes, we're good. So we go back inside because he never got there. So we go back inside of the little room, and my husband goes out to like the actual deck where you could see like the ocean view. And he comes back in and he tells me, hey, go outside, look outside. So I go outside. Sorry, I had to yawn, so I stopped it. So I go outside, and there's like a big storm going on, and I just wanted you guys to keep in mind that we were in broad daylight, like daylight, sorry, daylight, and there was actually two more ships, one in the right and one in the left of us, which were not there when we were like in the beginning of the light. So the one in the right we could hardly see; it was far away, but the one in the left was sorry, I'm really tired. The one in the left was like a cargo ship or like an oil rig ship that work in the ocean. They were wearing like yellow vests, and there was a bunch of guys, but there was like the ocean. Oh, I think my daughter woke up. Okay, never mind. She was just talking in her sleep or making her little noise. I don't know. So, um, so the dream. Okay, so they had like their whole thing going on. So they saw that we saw Jesus, or that they saw. I believe they saw an image because they looked at that way, and they just turned around and continued working. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I really want to get it out there, and I'm really tired, but it's not gonna stop me, you guys. I've tried to record this many times. Okay, so in our boat, when we saw the image of Jesus, because he was right in front of us, some people were scared, some people were not, because like we said, we were getting ready for it. Um, but I've never seen Jesus the way I saw him in that image, because this was like an image. It wasn't like you couldn't see his hair like moving like I usually see when you're in like an ocean and there's like a storm. He was like imprinted in like an image, and this image was black and gray, and I've never seen him in a, because it was a horse and it was him, and I've never seen him like that. I always see him in a white horse with a white cloth, like a long cloth with a sash like colorful. I never see him dark. So um it looked kind of like stone type of thing, like a stone Jesus. I don't know how to say it. But he came closer, and you see the image closer. Let me get my notes, because this is where I'm going to use my notes. And started getting closer. We're on the boat. As it was, the oil field started to feel. So when he started getting closer, we started to feel like peace, and I started to scream, which I usually don't scream this in the middle of nowhere, but I started saying Cristo's Rey, Cristo vive, and that's when he started to get closer to me. People started to look very confused in both boats, except for the ones who knew we were expecting him. And like I said, it was day, and then it turned night, and then there was a storm. So then when he got close to me, he was marking his peoples, but when it was my turn, or where he came to me, he asked me, because I felt like I had a feeling that I had peace and everything, but as if he came to me, but he didn't mark me, like he didn't want to mark me. So he came, like he whispered to me. He came to my face, or like type here, and he was talking to me through here, like through my ear and my face. And he asked me why I believe. But then he goes, with such a calm voice, and he asked me, why should I save you? So he wasn't mad, he didn't have an angry voice, nothing. It was like in peace. I was calm, he was calm, and he came to me and he asked me, why do you believe? Then I stayed quiet, because he has the next question right away. So then he asked me, why should I save you? And why should I save you if you missed prayers? So in other words, this is what happened. So he told me, so you prayed. Why should I save you if you prayed one day and the rest you didn't? And then you'll come back and you'll pray another day, and then you wouldn't again. So that's how he explained to me. You prayed one day and then you missed the rest. So I put that, and then I put missing prayers. So you're being disobedience. Why should I take you? He tells me. Because in between these, I didn't get to reply to him, because he would talk to me like right away. So he first asked me, why do I believe? And then he asked me, why should I save you if you've been missing prayers? You're on and off on prayers, you're on and off, I guess, talking to him. And then the third one was, you're being disobedience. Why should I take you? So then I replied to him, can you please help me remove the disobedience so that I could serve you? So that's what I responded to him. Can you please take the disobedience away from me so that I could be able to serve you? And he whispered. That's when he said something and I couldn't hear him, and he said it like 3 times, 2 to 3 times. So that's when he came super close to my ear, and he whispered only like a certain percentage, like I don't know if this is like a connection to like my life or something, but he said a number which was 44, and I don't know what that number means. But this number, me and my husband were talking about it, because my little daughter always says 44, 45. What time is it? 44. And then my husband, long story, but his football number was 44. and we were talking about it a couple of days back. So I don't know if this was related to the dream, but he said just a certain that like that certain percentage. I could only help you 44%. You have to do the rest of the part. Like in order to overcome this disobedience, I have to work on it. He helps me, but I also have to put my part in it. So that's what happened. And then sorry. And then I believe I'm not too sure of the number because I said like it's I don't know if it's related to me because of that. But then I got such a peace when he told me that I'm able to work on it and re- relieve relieve that he gave me a second chance and he sealed me. So that's when he after he said like, okay, work on the disobedience. Like I said, he gave me a certain percentage, I had to work on it. He gave me a second chance so that I could serve him, and he put that seal on me. And then I walked back to the boat because this was in the deck outside in the whole storm. I walked back inside. Sorry. So I walk back inside and I see my mom sitting down in like a little bed with my daughter, playing with her. And I tell her, le dije, ma, no vistes? Because it looked like if she was like, she didn't look like the other people all over the place, or like, oh, ya vi a Cristo, like she saw him. No, she was calm and waiting for him, but she missed him. So I told her, look, she confused. So Felix tells her and he tells her, she starts to, okay. I got such a peace and really second chance. He sealed me. Then I go see my mom like nothing happened yet. So my mom was sitting down there playing with my daughter like nothing happened. So Felix and I tell her all the details, and she starts to feel worried because she didn't see him. She prepared for him, like she prepared. I guess she did what she had to do because when we were doing all this, she wasn't there. Like I said, she just came out of nowhere in the end of the dream, and she's like was like she prepared herself, but she didn't see him. She didn't get sealed. She didn't know what was going on either. And that's when I woke up because she stayed worried, and I woke up from the dream. So yeah, so that's what I dreamt. I don't know if it was more towards me that so I believe this was more like a little warning to me, but maybe it's a warning for everyone else too. And I'm telling you guys because this is so embarrassing, at least for me, because I was super into reading the Bible, into always putting not content, but in my TikTok I would always put like daily videos, and I would share like all the love that Jesus will, because you could feel like it's so different when you read your Bible, when you pray every night, when you have conversations with him. And I would always have dreams constantly of him. And then I stopped. I had a bunch of orders, so I was a little bit backtrack, and I stopped praying. Not praying. I always prayed. I always pray every night, but I stopped reading my Bible, and those long conversations that I would talk to him, even though I knew that he knew what happened throughout my day, but I would still thank him and ask him for new opportunities of learning about him, and new opportunities here. So yeah, I stopped kind of doing that, and I felt like this dream kind of was like a wake-up call for me, but also a wake-up call for everyone else that is probably going through the same thing as me, that we had a really deep connection with God, with Jesus, and then all of a sudden we got caught up into this world, and we know his coming is very, very near, and we've been saying this for thousands and thousands of years. But like it says in the Bible that one day is 1,000. I read it. I don't remember exactly the verse because I'm very bad at remembering verses. But one day here in earth is hold on, I'm already confused. So 1,000 days here in earth is one day in heaven, and one day in heaven is 1,000 years here on earth. So basically, only 2 days have passed over there because we're in 2022, or like however it is. But one day is 1,000 days here, and 1,000 days here is one day over there. So time is very, very near. No one knows the day. It even says in the Bible that Jesus doesn't know the day. He's just gonna get like from God, hey, here you go, and then he comes down. So yeah, just wanted to tell you, prepare yourself, start reading your Bible, start talking with God, have that connection, because it's, to be honest, He's like your best friend. He's here for anything you need. No one will hear you, will listen to you like the way He is. He created you. He knows what you're going through. Talk to Him. Talk to Him. He will fix all your problem. It says, lay all your worries on Him and He will fix it. Nothing is impossible to Him. It's impossible for us, but it's not impossible for Him. So let's leave all our problems to Him, and He will fix them, and He will help you. He will give you an answer. Pray for the answer, and He will respond. Ask, and you shall receive. So yes, just a little wake-up call. That's how I took this stream, and that's why I've been trying to put it out there, because I really want everybody to be safe. There's only a certain number that's going to be saved for the rapture, or for like the pull-up of church, and then the rest will go through the tribulation, and then we'll be saved afterwards. But I think everyone's goal would rather be to be through the rapture, taken through God, seeing how beautiful everybody will be pulled up in the sky with Him, other than staying behind and seeing the 7 years of tribulation and the Antichrist and everything. I'd rather us put the goal that we want to go with Jesus when His church is being taken. So yes, let's start. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to go back to Him. So let's start praying again. Let's start getting those connections with Him. Make Him your best friend. Sorry, put the note. Make Him your best friend. Talk to Him in the morning. Talk to Him in the night. What I've been doing is, what I was doing, which I'm gonna start again. I would read the Bible, and the verse that would pop out to me the most, I would write it down in several index cards. So I would have it in my little prayer room or desk, and I pasted it there. Then I pasted it where I washed dishes, and I pasted it in the restroom. So wherever I would go, I would see it, and that's how I started learning the Bible verses, little by little. Because, like I said, it's really hard for me to remember. Like, oh, go to this, and there it is. So I'm trying to be better at that. So that's how I was working on it. So yeah, let's get back into reading our Bibles. I actually stopped doing the reading Bible videos. I only did one because it's really hard for me to read the English version of the Bible. It's a lot easier for me to read the Spanish. So I'm deciding to read the Spanish version instead of the English, because it's está bien mucho. I'm real like all over the place. Sorry. So I'm just trying to put it all together and give you guys a little bit more knowledge about God in His Bible. So yeah. So anyways, so after all this rambling, because I already mentioned the whole dream. So after all this rambling, I just want to say God bless you. Let's put ourselves together, and guys, it's either we live for the world or we live for God, and we rather be living for God, because if you think about it, this world is temporary. This is not our home forever. Our home forever is going to be either with God or down in the bottom pit. So yeah, let's think about what you really want to do in your afterlife, where you want your soul to go, which is with God in heaven, in peace, not burning, not going through the same torture like Satan will be. So to start focusing on God and bring Him back, not putting Him second what I did this couple of days. So I'm deciding to change my lifestyle one more time, because I did all this bad. Like, This was a big wake up call for me, because I know, yeah, it was just a few days that I didn't do it, but those few days, what if Jesus was coming already? What if God had sent him? And that's the day that I was gone. That's the day that I didn't pray. Well, I did pray, but that's the day that I didn't read the Bible. That's the day that sorry, I'm just rumbling, but yeah, I just want everybody to be safe, and it's beautiful to get to know who Jesus is, to get to know who God is. So let's focus on that. God bless you guys. Good night. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to love each other, love your neighbors, and pray for those people who have shown you hatred, so that their heart could be cleared from it. Let God handle everything. You don't worry about nothing. In Jesus' wonderful name, I love you guys. And we could do this together. I love you. Bye.